Welcome to Zero Issue Comics. My name is Josh, and in this video I'm going to be recapping the Old Man Logan story arc, Bordertown, spanning issues 5, 6, and 7 of Old Man Logan Vol.2, part of the all-new, all-different Marvel Universe. At the X-Haven Refuge in the Limbo Dimension, Logan pulls Storm aside. He tells her that there is something he needs to do, somewhere he needs to go, and that he needs a little leave of absence from the X-Men. Oro gives Logan one of the mini Cerebras and tells him that he is needed, that he is an important part of the team, but she understands. And with that, Logan is teleported out of Limbo. Grabbing a motorcycle and heading north, Logan drives for days, eventually making his way to Killhorn Falls in Northwest Territory, Canada. Even though Logan has never been there, this place is bringing back tragic memories. Memories of when he was tricked into killing the X-Men, when all he wanted to do was pay for the things he has done. When he tried to kill Wolverine, literally, by laying on a train track. But being Wolverine, obviously his healing factor wouldn't allow that. Realizing this, Logan found a camp nearby, grabbed some clothes, and buried Wolverine forever. Still feeling guilty and still feeling like he needed to be punished, Logan made his way to the one place that created more pain for him than anywhere else, Weapon X. When he arrived, he found he was not the only one there. As he enters the bunker, Logan is greeted by a group of men holding guns and baseball bats, telling him that he shouldn't be there. With Logan refusing to leave, one of the men smashes him in the face with his gun, while another hits him in the head with the baseball bat, knocking him to the ground. After another hit, a woman appears, yelling at the men to stop. She tells Logan he is welcome to stay, and introduces herself as Maureen. Night falls, and after a hard day's work, Logan heads home. Seeing a lone stray, Logan stops to feed him. A girl comes up from behind, saying that her mom told her that you shouldn't feed the dogs, as they will just keep coming back if you do. As the little girl pets the stray, she tells Logan that she always feeds the strays, that her mom told her not to because one day the dogs will bite her. She asks Logan what his name is, and tells him that her name is Maureen. This is the reason Logan is in Killhorn Falls. He knows that he will never meet Maureen the same way again. They will never fall in love. They will never have children. But there is one thing he can do. He can make sure nothing will ever hurt her. Later that night, on the other side of town, lay the stray dog, butchered, with the Reavers Pretty Boy, Bonebreaker, Lady Deathstrike, Skullbuster, and Muzzle standing over it. Hearing that Logan is back from the dead, they are there to find out. The next morning, Logan is woken up by a knock on the door. Standing there looking very upset is Maureen and her mother. Maureen asks Logan if he has seen Burger, the stray dog from the night before. Her mom says that she has to get Maureen off to school, but Maureen breaks down crying, saying that she thinks something bad has happened to the pup, and that she doesn't want to go to school. Logan leans down and tells her to listen to her mom, and he will go out and look for Burger. Following the scent, a little ways outside of the town, Logan comes across Burger's body. Logan realizes this was not just some random animal attack. The dog was murdered. Smelling oil and gasoline in the air around him, Logan realizes he made a terrible mistake coming to Killhorn Falls, when he sees a helicopter has landed nearby. Just then, gunshots start going off and Logan turns and runs back to the town. As he arrives, he sees dead bodies laying in the street and people running towards him. Then all of a sudden it gets quiet, and the house beside him blows, throwing Logan to the ground. As Logan gets up, he sees Bonebreaker, and realizes that things are much worse than he thought, as the Reavers don't travel alone. He gets up and makes his way towards Bonebreaker, who unleashes his minigun and starts shooting at Logan. As Logan gets up close, he slashes the minigun in half, but is quickly blown back to the ground by a tank blast. On the ground, Bonebreaker approaches and starts to run Logan over. Screaming in pain, Logan uses every ounce of his being and smashes through the tank above him, severing Bonecrusher's body, sending it to the ground. Logan walks over, unleashes his claws, and stabs him through Bonecrusher's neck. Behind him stands the sheriff, pointing his gun and telling Logan to freeze. Telling the sheriff that he is their best bet at making it through this alive, Logan tells the sheriff to get everyone in the town to the quarry, as it is the safest place in town. Logan, hating himself for bringing this hell down upon Killhorn Falls, decides to run back to his trailer and grab the mini Cerebro that Storm gave him before he left. But as he gets to the trailer, he sees that it has been destroyed and is now up in flames. Logan quickly runs to the quarry to make sure everyone has made it. That's when he sees Maureen's mother, Trish, screaming that the children are still in the church basement. Logan tells them all to get inside, and he will go get the children and bring them back. Over in the church, the children are hiding in the basement when the door creaks open, and a horrifying figure stands there calling himself Muzzle. And just as Muzzle is about to make his way into the church, Logan appears behind him, pulls him out, and kills him. Logan returns to the children and explains to them that he is going to get them to safety and to stay close. As they make their way outside, Logan suddenly smells something, brings out his claws, and tells the children that if anything happens, they need to run towards the quarry. And from out of nowhere, a figure appears and grabs one of the children, telling Logan to give himself up or everyone in this town will die. Realizing that no matter what he does, no matter how good he tries to be, no matter what kind of order he tries to surround himself with, it always ends in chaos. It always ends in death. Logan tells Skullbuster that he will make him a deal. He lets the kid go, and Logan won't take his legs. And with that, Logan lunges forward and stabs Skullbuster in the face, telling Maureen and the children to run. Skullbuster changes his arm into a skewer and stabs Logan through the stomach. Breaking it off, Logan turns and plunges it through Skullbuster's chest, asking him why they are doing this. Skullbuster tells him that they heard he was back, and that they had to come and find out if it was true. That they were just going to use the dog to lure him out, but then she saw him and the kid and got a better idea. Logan, confused and angry, demands Skullbuster tell him who he's referring to. And just as the man tells Logan that it is Lady Deathstrike, Logan slices Skullbuster's head off and runs off to the quarry. Logan arrives at the quarry to find Lady Deathstrike holding both Maureen and her mother. Logan tells her to let them go, but Lady Deathstrike has a better idea. She tells him that when she heard he was alive, she had to come and see for herself. And once she saw him with Maureen, she knew exactly how to get to him. She then tells him that he gets to pick which one dies and which one lives. Trish looks at Logan and tells him to take care of her daughter. Logan tells her that he will, and Lady Deathstrike throws Maureen to the ground. Logan yells out a signal, and all of a sudden, a shot goes off and hits Lady Deathstrike through the back, making her drop Trish, with the sheriff standing behind her. Logan lunges at Lady Deathstrike, who dodges the attack and plunges her hand through Logan's stomach, then makes her way to the sheriff. And just as she is about to strike, Logan gets up and slashes off both of her arms and stabs her through the back. And as Lady Deathstrike crawls off, Logan passes out. Waking up moments later, the sheriff is sitting beside him. Logan asks him if everyone is alright, and if he called for help. With the sheriff telling him that the RCMP are on their way, Logan tells him that he is sorry for bringing all this upon them, and that he can't stay, and to tell Maureen that he is sorry for everything. And that concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this story arc from the Old Man Logan series. And as always, I will see you guys next time.